We're here in the LeSabre. We're sitting at idle in drive. We're warmed up, 194 degrees. We got a real lean idle. I adjusted the mass airflow sensor table a couple times around idle, and I've recently also been messing with the that other table, but this seems to keep walking. So we're gonna need to look for possible vacuum leaks. We're gonna try to figure out what's going on, and maybe you guys can help learn something from this too. All right, we got the smoke tester hooked up. We're again going through the intake pipe. We're going right after the turbo. Mass airflow sensor is here. So we're checking the entire circuit after the mass airflow sensor. These are tight. So we're going to see where we're getting leaks. Alright, tester's been running for a couple minutes. We actually have a couple leaks. We got a little bit coming out of the dipstick tube. I shouldn't say a little, that's actually quite a lot coming out of the dipstick tube. So we have an open PCV circuit. Both the PCV circuits should be plugged because I'm running open vents from both valve covers here to here and here down to a catch can down there. So I shouldn't have any intake smoke coming out of here. Another place, we got a couple spots here. It looks like there's a leak here, which I strongly suspected this throttle body adapter was leaking. I've had issues with the RTV sticking to it before, so I figured this was at least one of the places it was going to be leaking from. And down there it was a bigger issue before. I'm trying to see if there's, it still is. I don't see any smoke down there, but yeah, we got smoke right here on this corner. I'm gonna put a metal adapter in there now. I'm not gonna deal with a 3D printed adapter anymore. Yeah, I don't see anything else at the moment. I'm gonna cut here and do a little bit more snooping around, and I'll get back to you if there's more. So whenever you're running a vented crankcase setup on a 3800, you have to make sure both PCV circuits are plugged. One of the PCV circuits goes from the throttle body, from behind the throttle plate, into the supercharger through this way, and then it goes down through the lower intake manifold into the crankcase. The other one goes through here. So there's a hole on the side here, on this side of the hole, that connects to the supercharger inlet, and then if you go straight down there, that goes into the crankcase also to complete the other side of the circuit. So because I have a custom throttle body adapter here, this I know is plugging the one PCV circuit that goes through. So if I'm getting smoke coming out of the crankcase through the dipstick tube, that means that I gotta be having something go through here. So I pulled out the PCV. It's been plugged. I just put it in my mouth and tried to blow through it, and I am getting some air through it. If you take off the spring, you can see that there's a pinhole here that is a likely passage where the air is getting through. So I gotta make a plan to re-plug this basically, so that we aren't getting any airflow through the PCV up here. I should also note that air could theoretically be going around this. So the air comes out of the air intake like right about here. It could theoretically be slipping around the edge of the PCV here. So we also want to make sure when we put this back in that we got some RTV down here underneath this lip. So checking the PCV in here, the PCV itself seemed pretty sealed up. So I plugged the hole going into the supercharger inlet while the smoke test was running, and we still had a bunch of smoke coming out of the dipstick hole. So we have air getting through in some way other than the PCV system. It could be that my RTV routing between the supercharger and the intercooler, or between the intercooler and the lower intake manifold, is incorrect. It could be allowing air to go through past the supercharger, through the supercharger, and then through the seam between the supercharger and the intercooler into this PCV circuit, or the other PCV circuit. That seems to be the only other possible situation besides an open intake valve and a chipped piston. But my drivability issues aren't bad enough to be a chipped piston. I'm going to check anyway before I pull off the supercharger, do a compression check. But yeah, we're likely looking at a seal on the intercooler. Looks like we had very poor coverage on this RTV. I never took this off after getting this intake. Not sure where it came from. This might be the lower intake manifold that came with this long block. We'll see, but I'll just clean this off, put some new RTV on it, it should be good. So this block off plate wasn't totally flat, so I took a file to it and it's nice and flat now, so it should seal up really well. I'm not going to be able to show you with the camera because of focus issues, but you'll have to trust me. Even after resealing the block off plate, we still have smoke coming from right here between the phenolic and the bottom layer of the intercooler. So that's going to have to get resealed. Alright, so I just got done with some of the leaks. We resealed the block off plate, and then I put a bead of RTV on the intercooler where it was leaking. I don't know if that's going to fix it. Just, we'll see. Just curious. Once I ordered the throttle body adapter, and once that comes in, then I'll replace that, and then I'll reanalyze for leaks. And if we gotta take the intercooler apart and reseal it, we'll do that then. That'll be part 2, where I show you the results of resealing the throttle body adapter and rechecking for leaks. Also resealed the PCV. And then one other thing that could be leaking is the valve stem seals. Those could be what are leaking the smoke into the crankcase. So once I figure out whether I need to reseal the intercooler going to make a plan for that. Because if I got to take the rear valve cover is a pain in the butt to take off. When I got my vacuum block back there and all the fuel rail stuff, and the alternator's got to come off, all the wiring and stuff. So it's I'm going to wait with that after doing the throttle body adapter and rechecking for leaks. So we'll take it for a test drive and see how the idle AFR is sitting right now.